Welcome everyone. We are aboard the Space Marine battle barge once again. Righteous Glory with Lucius and Ingvar. You had finished your business on a planet divided, and the chief chaplain, master chaplain Elizar, had a few things to do down there, as he has on the ship as well. Amael, the Salamander's apothecary, made sure everyone was safe and sound. And now it seems you are headed to a new area. An active war zone. A proper battlefield.
Speaking of the apothecary, Ingvar would have probably dropped by there, because he has some wounds he needs some healing.
Same here.
Alright.
That Chaos Demon was not fun.
Are they ever?
When we're beating them up, yes.
It was plenty of fun, it just wasn't safe.
Out. There he is. Amael, your friendly neighborhood apothecary. Dice. Medicate test. I rolled a 69. Nice. And you are healed for 17 wounds. Ingvar and Lucian. You are healed for 17 wounds too.
Twinsies.
Only needed one. I'm good to go.
Yeah, I only needed 7, I think. Still, nice to know that there's more.
Your wounds were pretty superficial, brothers. It is, of course, my pleasure to offer Medicaid assistance to you whenever it is needed. I will be seeing you soon, I am assuming.
Indeed. If this battlefield is worth anything, there will be scars to show for it.
Wherever duty calls, we will answer it. Be seeing you, brothers.
Be seeing you, Amiel.
Found him. the ship's voxcasters buzz awake. And a message is voiced.
Prepare for warp jump.
And so righteous glory penetrates into the warp. Immediately you can feel the difference. Even in your environmentally sealed power armor set, you feel cold. You feel as if energy is sapped from your bodies. The Geller field is 100% functional, but it is the slight anomalies everybody experiences during every warp jump. And so the journey through the warp begins. It is estimated to last for 6 days. Lucian, you can attempt a science test. Plus 60.
I think, yeah, he stepped away. He put it in the tabletop chat.
What? The tabletop chat? Who uses that?
I don't know.
Okay, I see.
But yeah, he's definitely going to want to do that since his prescience rolls are always so dicey. And a plus 60, I mean, I'm not even sure he can fail that.
Yeah. Silence accepted, I guess. His dog is acting up. Dumb Wolfen, man.
If he has a wolfen for a dog, then he has more willpower than almost every space wolf.
Also, is it a coincidence that this happened exactly when we had a warp jump? I don't think so. What is the Inquisition hiding from us?
Is out there.
What's the name of the Marine in the Space Marine games that's always pestering Titus? Leandros, I think.
Well, yeah, he's the guy who's like uber codex adherent.
Yeah,
He
that
becomes
guy.
the chaplain.
Maybe Leandros was right all along.
Maybe. Turns out Space Marine 3 is played from Leandros' perspective. I'd love to play as a chaplain, actually.
Oh yeah. Just being turbo prejudiced mode, and especially during the ending of the Space Marine game, where it's Marine like twists that lock thing, that Necron pillar thing. They all have weird responses after they do so. Like, it hurts them. One guy is like totally chill because he used his mechanic arm. The other guy like enjoys shooting too much. And it's like, did they all got corrupted? Something like that, yeah. You know, like, damn, man, that's exactly what a heretic would say in this situation, man. Okay.
That's exactly what heretic would say.
With the chaplain's voice.
That's exactly what the heretic would say.
And he proceeds to crush your skull with his crosium. Okay, Lucian. I asked for a plus 60 Synesians test.
Oh, plus 60, okay. I think that's an automatic pass.
How many degrees of success will you have, though?
Oops, that wasn't right. So 26. So plus 60, that would have put it at 100. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 degrees of success.
Mm-hmm. It's not that you can see them through your eyes or through any picture recorders that are spread around the ship, but you can feel them. You sense them. On the other side of the thin film that separates you from the Materium, the Geller field, so many warp entities, demons, animals, ghosts, specters, wraiths of all kinds, anything. They are clawing at the Geller field, trying to pierce it. No one else seems to be affected by it. No one else realizes it, except for maybe the onboard astropaths, who, of course, during the warp jumps have gone to a secure place in the ship where they pray, chant, and worship the Emperor so that he keeps them safe. The navigators would also... The navigators see them too. They recognize them for what they are. You can... there is no report coming from them though, like, it doesn't seem to be bothering them. They have remained silent during the whole trip. And they are also in their sort of private sanctum where they do their navigating stuff. Wherever it is you are going, hell is let loose. Almost literally. Whether these entities are running away from something or are drawn to something unknown.
I hate warp travel.
It always makes my hearts feel as if they are being compacted. I've never enjoyed it myself.
Even worse for me. I sense many things when we're doing this. A lot not so good feeling.
Oh, indeed. Yes, your mind must be a beacon to the creatures of the warp.
Let us hope that not many comes to us.
But just enough for a few good kills.
3 days pass. That's what it feels like in the warp. How many it is in the actual world, in the Materium, that's something you will only know when you get there. The ship's auger arrays detect a lot of space hulks. Many Imperial vessels you know to have been long lost. You know that they, at some point, even thousands of years ago, they disappeared without a trace. And now they appear spontaneously, they disappear again, all as if at random. No distress signals, no hailing, no nothing. Silence. But they are detected by your auger arrays. More clawing, more biting, more scratching at the Geller field. And at last, the message that you have reached a suitable place for re-entry into the material world is cast throughout the ship. The reality around you seems to boil, and the only thing that still remains is you in the void. A successful warp jump. A quick scan. Many messages from Imperial forces asking for reinforcements, for assistance, for salvation. Not all of them can be answered. Not enough time. Not enough men.
I believe we would ask the watch captain where the Emperor's sword shall fall.
And after a brief counseling with the veterans, which is open to everyone who wants to participate, Amael and Master Chaplain Elizar will also be there. The watch are weighing their options. They will be presented to you by Watchmaster Kakus.
Brothers, we are met with a target-rich environment. Many Imperial worlds are under attack, and the Shades are currently being overrun by our enemies. The latest reports speak of many different Xenos races. They appear to be guided or led or even manipulated by Dark Eldar. so. We have received reports of heretic forces, mainly preying on vessels retreating or leaving this sector before they manage to escape into the warp. A lot of void warfare includes heretics. You just need to throw this evil pen of the lights in this fucking desk in the servitor. Good. So I ask you this, my brothers. With whose blood do you wish to baptize your blades? Whose blood do you wish to spill in these holy grounds? With whose blood will you show the world the strength, the power of your faith? Who shall face our wrath? To whom will we give the lesson of fear?
Talks between the various battle brothers begin.
What do you find yourself partial to, Brother Lucian?
Would not matter to me. As long as we defeat them in battle. Though I will say, have not faced off against an Eldar before.
I don't believe I have either. A little novelty would do good. Stimulate the mind and the muscles. We would seek to bloody our blades in the blood of Eldar.
Then so shall it be.
It appears the Eldar were the first to come here. They appear to be focused around Larnos Prime, a large planet. It used to be a manufacturing planet before it was abandoned by the Imperium, and its population were left unprotected, and they have returned to a feral status. However, there is still Mechanicus installations and structures on this planet, and the Dark Eldar seem to be looking to get to them. Perhaps something still lies in the center, or maybe hidden away in one of the Mechanicus vaults. The surgical strike against the Eldar might give us the upper hand, might help us see we can then eradicate them and move on to the heretics. So it's someday then, brothers. Prepare to wet your blades with some Eldar juice.
Now we're gonna get there. We're gonna do drop pod again.
Wait. Elizar contacts you through your box.
Patience, mother. Stay your fury for when it's most needed during combat.
And he will give a heartwarming speech to everyone to raise everybody's spirits, to rekindle their fervor, and to give the rites of battle for the war that is to come. And preparations begin. Strategizing. Orders are given. And the plan is for the Marines of this battle bards to be split in two. Half will take on any forces that are orbiting the planet, with the battle bards, of course, and the others will be dropped on the planet to locate and secure whatever it is the Eldar are looking for. Kederic will be in the ground forces. Anything else I want from here? Don't think so. Right. Something that goes through the void shields hits your battle barge. Initial contact. Exactly. I will give you a sneak peek of space combat. This is your battle barge. And I want one of you to make a scrutiny test plus 30.
do it.
See, I think you have the better scrutiny. Rare.
Well, even with plus 30, that's not gonna do it unless I get to re-roll from my wolf senses.
No. you cannot.
fair
You
enough.
cannot smell it.
Well, it applies to smell, hearing, and sight. So,
Hmm.
but if it's something going on in the void of space, I can understand how. You
Yeah.
know.
It is using the ship's sensors. That's why you get the plus 30. You could reroll it if you
Okay.
want.
No, I think it does. I think it makes sense to not re-roll that.
Okay. As far as you are aware, there is an Eldar ship there. That's where the torpedoes came from. And
Okay.
it is your vessel's turn. Now, how space combat, void combat works is the vessel that has its turn makes a mandatory movement action at the beginning of its turn. You can make a navigation test to either go faster, slower, or turn and move again, or anyway, any of those combinations. So, the order is given for your vessel to go as fast as possible, and with 4 degrees of success, you go your maximum plus 4. So, you go 11. Let me take a look at the range of the micro batteries and the lance cannons. It is singular digits, so that is too close. Right. So now it is someone else's turn. And there is another hit that goes through your void shields. Another salvo of torpedoes. And when it's Dark Eldar and torpedoes, it's going to be a difficult time. Your ship takes damage.
We are sitting ducks here.
It takes 5 out of 40. There is 2 more. It is your turn again. I think I have made this a bit too big. Alright. You can choose to shoot at whichever one you want. You have 2 macro battery sets and a lance battery.
Can you explain the difference?
Imagine macro batteries being a cannon broadside shot, which has a lot of individual shots but not a lot of damage. So you can either choose to roll each shot on its own, going for critical hits, or you can go and shoot, make a single roll for all of them, and then each one that hits, you add all the damage against the enemy vessel's armor rating, and if your damage exceeds it, you do damage to the hull. And the main difference between that and lance weapons is that the lance weapons go through armor completely. They do not calculate it at all. But they also have a lot less shots per salvo. For example, a decent macro cannon battery has 4 or 6 shots, while a lance weapon or battery has 1 or 2 at maximum.
Gotcha.
And since it is 2 of you, you can use either one of the macro batteries and the lance battery, or both macro cannon batteries.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Oh, it has a Space Wolf head on it. That's cool. I think I actually am gonna start with a macro cannon barrage on this one.
Mm-hmm. That is
Okay, so
a
we'll do the
ballistic.
lance.
Yes. Yep.
I'll lance that one.
All right. It's a ballistic test with a negative modifier due to the Eldar ship Ghost Field.
Oh, and the type of shots I was trying to do or want to do with the macro battery is that the one that's the single roll and just however, firing those shots to see how many hit.
You can choose to do either of those. You can roll for each of the 6 individually, or you can roll a single one and calculate the degrees of success.
Yep, I'm gonna calculate degrees of success. I just rolled a 0. I don't know how many degrees of success it is, but it's a lot.
What's your ballistics?
66.
Ooh, what's your ballistics characteristic?
My ballistics is 30. So 3 degrees of success, I'm assuming.
Yes. Let me have... Take a look at the ghost field exact values. The Eldar. Attacks made against a ship with a faction in hollow field suffer minus 40. So that is a miss.
Well, yeah, I can't hit it.
Neither can I. Both of our ballistics are bad. We're melee characters.
Made for void warfare.
Alright. So, we have to use another rule in the Rogue Trader book for void combat. Ramming actions.
Ramming speed.
Let's see how the Eldar ships are doing, though. With their torpedoes. That is a hit. That is 4 more damage. You are down to 31. More shots. No damage. Third one, no hits. It is your turn. Now with this orientation, it's gonna be best to charge that one. By charge I mean using the full speed ahead action. The flank speed action. it is a tech use test. Funny.
You know, tech use is non-existent. You literally had to give us a servo skill to handle those checks.
Can we make him? Can we make the server skull do that?
So, now that you are within such close range, it is time for a running action. Which is successful, and that deals damage to the enemy ship equal to some values that are dependent on the type of vessel you're on, plus your armor rating, which is 20. And you do 29 damage to it. How much hull integrity does it have? 25. How much armor does it have? 14. It takes 15 damage. It's got 5 more hull integrity left. Also, due to it being an Eldar vessel, it doesn't have a lot of crew on it.
Try boarding it.
Yes, that was my next question.
It is a command test to make a boarding action.
I can try. I've got decent fellowship. I don't have it trained, but I know you don't either, Lucian. Okay. Oh, yeah! Yes, that is a success! It's half of 44. So yeah, that is a success.
Alright. The Eldar are not numerous people, and the size of their ship's crews reflect this. All Eldar crew population losses are increased by 1. Which means that now that you have succeeded on a boarding action, you can choose to do either... Man, my print isn't that good. Hull integrity damage or crew population damage, but I will tell you the exact values right away. 1d5 crew population and morale. Separate rolls for each one. 1d5 crew, 1d5 morale. Or 1 point of hull integrity damage. For each degree. So it's a single degree of success.
Guess it's better to do crew damage.
Yeah, I would say so.
You don't have a D5 though.
It's a d10 and you divide the result by 2.
Yep.
Okay. We roll that then.
That is a 1.
1.
And because it is an Eldar vessel, it becomes a 2. And roll another one for the morale. Because they just might.
3. So divide that by 2. So 1.
Yes.
Now that the dice wants to low roll.
Okay. It took 15 damage. It has a morale of 100, crew population of 100. Okay. No mutiny or anything. Okay. And you are locked with this ship as you have rammed it. And any further shots against you have -20, just like being in melee in regular combat, or they might shoot their allies. And you drop down to the bottom of initiative, which doesn't really change anything here. Miss. That is a hit. No damage. And let me see how far they move. Speed 14. They can move up to here, and these guys will attempt to turn right away. They do not. They go up to here and then move that way. And they shoot. Now, another command test. Or
No.
you can attempt to fight on the front and make weapon skill or ballistic skill tests, exposing yourself more directly to danger.
Oh, you know Ingvar is going to be on the front. Come on.
Uh-huh.
So I'll make a weapon skill test.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a fail.
I will frenzy.
All right. Yeah, every tactical combat in void combat is 30 minutes.
That's a success.
All right. Degrees of success.
So that'd be 66. Just one.
Not enough. The Eldar manage to successfully strike back at you. So you suffer morale and crew population. 3 on the population and 4 on the morale. That's what it is. There are some actions you can take as a psyker when you are on a ship. Let me make a quick search. Okay, I found it. These are meant for astropaths, but if you have anything familiar, any similar thing, you could attempt one of those. Terrify, telepathic technique, telekinesis, delude again, telekinesis, if you've got inspire,
I do.
you can make a very hard -30 willpower focus power test. If you pass, you may restore 1d5 morale plus 1 point per degree of success. And that's pretty much it, unfortunately. And if you go to the astropathic choir, you gain a maximum of +5 to your psi rating. Now, with this orientation, they cannot fire their torpedoes at you. They have to steer more. So, weapon skill tests.
Did you need those from us too?
Yes, unless you are commanding the troops.
No, still in the front line. There we go. That's a 9. That is many degrees of success off of my weapon skill.
Right.
That is 3 degrees of success on my weapon skill.
Mm-hmm. Lucian, you get 1d5 on crew morale and population, or 1 hull integrity. And Lucian, you get however many your degrees of success were -2, the same. Keep in mind the ship still has 5 hull integrity points left. The enemy ship, of course.
I will do the hull.
Mm-hmm.
So half of 7, that is 3.
3. For hull integrity, it's 1 plus 1 for every point of success, every degree of success. The dice is for crew morale and population.
So I got 3 degrees of success. So I think it's 4 then, hull damage.
Yes.
It only has 1 hull damage left then. Or
Yes.
1 hull.
1 hull integrity left. And with Ingvar, the last few... if Ingvar, of course, is going for the ship, I don't know if you're still keen on massacring the Eldar crew on it.
I think I would like to massacre them, but I also think that tactically the wisest thing to do is to take this ship out and move on to the next one. So yes, hull integrity, please.
Alright. That takes the enemy vessel down to 0 hull integrity points. It blows up. It is left a ruined husk to drift the void of space for many years to come. The others, this one fails, so it goes 14 this way. This one succeeded. We'll move this way and turn. We'll shoot at you again. Misses everything. Now, it is your vessel's turn. Your crew will handle the spacecraft navigate test plus the ship's maneuverability characteristic. So a plus 20 to the roll. Your crew quality is crack, which means they have a characteristic of 40, I believe. Yes. 40 plus 15 is 55. It's a fail. So you move your speed, which is 8, that way. And you can turn up to 90 degrees, up to 45 because your ship is big. And some desperate shots are made. Nothing that can harm the Eldar ships. Eldar's turn. Fail. Success. They have to move their full speed all the way here. These guys will turn, move, and turn. They will not attempt to ram or board you. They do shoot you though. First one doesn't do anything. Second one though. That is 7 more damage. You go down to 20. 24. Your crew succeeds in turning the bloody thing. Yes. You can shoot at it. Well, the crew can. That is a point of success. Degree of success. The other thing misses completely. It is a macro battery shot. And the Eldar ships don't have any void shields, so it hits square on. And it does 1d10 plus 2. That is 9. Out of 20.
Okay, well, that's something at least.
Now these guys will run here. They will try to slow down. They shoot. They hit for no damage. These guys will try to turn and go like this and shoot at you. Fail. what you can also do is to attempt to go onto void-capable craft and make hit-and-run attacks.
What are we going to use for that?
It is an attack craft. It is a command test. And depending on what kind of craft you have, you also get some bonuses. I say you have Fury Interceptors, plus 10, so a total of plus 20 to your command test. Minus 10 because of the enemy's turret rating, so a total of plus 10. And this will either be from leading us. A successful test means that a single assault boat squadron has reached the ship and breached the hull, with an additional assault boat landing for every degree of success, up to a maximum equal to the number of assault boat squadrons, blah blah blah. And then it is as if you hit a hit and run attack. And a hit and run attack is hit an enemy ship and return. If he succeeds, he must make an opposed test. If he succeeds, roll 1d5 on the critical hit chart twice. Select one result to apply to the enemy ship, plus 1 point of damage to hull integrity for every degree of success. Yeah. Command test plus 10.
And test plus 10. Well, you can give that a shot. Alright.
You got it.
Yep, maybe. If I were trained in command, that would be a success, but I am not, so that is not a success. That is a fail.
At least we know what we need to work on again for next time.
Yeah. I made a melee character, man.
Fate point reroll.
You know what? Yeah. Let's just see what happens. Hey, look at that. The Emperor was with me.
How many degrees of success?
Plus 10 would make it... Well, that would make it actually 2... Yes, 2 degrees of success, right on the money.
Alright. Interesting. So, roll 2d5s. No, actually, 4d5s. Two pairs of 2d5s.
Okay, first pair is 2 and 3, unless we're rounding up.
It's rounding down.
Yep, so 2 and 3, and then the next pair is 1 and 3.
Alright. You can choose to damage the ship's sensors, a component of the ship, meaning even its weapons. You can also select to blow up the torpedo bay. You can choose to damage the torpedo bay, which means I believe it blows up.
That sounds good to me. What say you, brother?
Yep. Let's not keep getting hit by them.
Yeah. We're gonna hit that torpedo bay, please.
Mm-hmm. Now, what happens when you blow up the torpedo bay? It is as if the vessel was hit by one of its torpedoes. Roll 2d10s plus 11.
You go ahead and roll that one, Lucian.
Mm-hmm.
2d10s. 16 and then plus 11, right?
Yes.
Ooh, that is 27.
27 minus 14 for its armor. That is 13. It is destroyed.
Phew. Nice.
Wonderful.
Next one is the Eldar craft. It will attempt to turn and slow down, and it will shoot its torpedoes. Hits twice. That is 17. A total of 28. Against your 20. So you take 8 more damage. Down to 16. Crews shoot, but the holofields keep the Eldercraft safe. You can attempt your hit and run attacks again.
And that's command roll, right?
Yes, plus 10.
Oh, no. Yeah. We're down to 16 hull points, you said, yeah?
Yes.
I will fate one more time here. And, geez, the Allfather's blessings are with me on the rerolls. That is 2 degrees of success still.
Okay. Roll 1d2, a pair of d5s, please.
Pair of d5s. 4 and 2.
You can again choose to damage a component, also the torpedo bay, or a 4 is to damage the vessel's thrusters. You can roll 1d10. On a 1 to 7, the ship can still maneuver, although slowly. Or on an 8 to 10, the ship cannot turn. This damage can be repaired. So you can choose to blow up its torpedoes or destroy its thrusters.
Torpedoes. Don't keep taking damage.
Yes, just wipe the Xenos scum from the face of the universe.
Right. Roll 2d10s, please. Plus 11.
Oh, that It's bad. That is 18 damage.
18. They take 4. They're down to 16. And they can no longer launch torpedoes. They will, on their turn, attempt to go as far away as possible. It is your turn. Your crews will try to turn. They move as such. Too far to do anything. And their speed is 18, yours is 8. You can see how they can move so far away from you so easily.
So they're basically retreating, right?
Yes.
All right. Ooh, those cowards.
Hey, to the warriors of the Allfather!
And here is the Imperial planet you are moving to save. And once the Eldar are completely off your scanners, you move closer for the ground teams to land so that the mission can begin. Now, for this mission, you are allowed to pick up a larger selection of weapons. You will be given a bunch of requisition.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You are given 120 requisition.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
But it does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's take a look at what we can get here.
Brother Elizar is on the Vox again.
You shall be their doom. For the Emperor. Only death does you the end. Even in death we still serve. We are the hammer. We are his fist. We are the spear in his hand. We watch. We kill. We purge. We burn. For the Emperor.
Every brother chants. So you're being suited up in the armory.
I think. Let's see here.
Oh, what are we picking up?
Damn.
Given the experience we had last time, it might be wise. Oh wait, no, he said the planet was uninhabited now, right? Abandoned?
It's got feral populations of humans.
Then given our last experience, I think it'd be wise to bring an elucidator. Just in case we have some issues with communication. That's 25 requisition.
Renown is also a thing. What's your renown level?
One.
We're still at the basic level. The elucidator is, at least according to my book, it says it's doesn't need a renown requirement.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You can attempt a charm test to be viewed as higher renown ranks.
Well, I'll give it a shot.
Charm or command?
Charm.
Alright, use that Space Wolf charm of yours.
Nope, I'm not re-rolling that.
Brother, are you gonna be needing this?
The blood raven that steals your power armor boots.
I thumped him on his head. You already have one of our axes, that's enough. Hmm. Let me see here. You probably want an Auspex.
I already have that. I always take it, just in case.
Always take it.
Also taking 2 Kraken rounds and a Psi Focus.
Makes sense.
Do we
I'm gonna
need
grab-
a...
I'm gonna grab a pair of monoculars. Magnoculars. That's just 3.
Could also take a couple more funny grenades.
Yeah, Yingvar will take 2 extra pistol clips of regular bolt ammo and then 2 clips of crack ammo, 2 extra frag and 2 extra crack grenades. Let me see here. How much is that going to run us? Crack, yeah, it's not a big deal. The grenade. And I'm gonna be a little bit greedy, and I'm gonna take a second chainsword. Since I got dual wielding, maybe I'll get to use them.
Interesting.
Now, there's something I did want to clarify with you, Mr. GM, real quick here.
Mm-hmm.
So on the description of Swift Strike and Lightning, or Swift Attack and Lightning Attack, what it says is if the character has a 2-weapon wielder talent and is wielding 2 melee weapons, the character gains the advantage of Swift Attack with only one of the weapons and a single attack with the other. My understanding is that means so I'd hit with my main hand twice and then hit with my offhand on a Swift Attack action. Is that right, or am I misunderstanding?
Yeah, that's it. 3 attacks.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely taking that chainsword then.
Let's see here. Do we need any demolition charge and melta bombs?
That depend a lot on if... Actually, yeah, it's not a bad idea to bring... I think some melta bombs would be a solid thing to bring, just in case they have any, like, permanent settlements down there or some things we need to blast through.
Alright, so 2 Kraken rounds, Auspex, Side Focus, and melta bombs for me.
Elucidator, Magnoculars, and Chainsword. Oh, and the Kraken rounds. Crack grenade, frag grenades.
62 requisition points for me.
Yeah, for me, let's see, it's 5, 25, 3, I think. Let me double check that one. Yep. So that is 38.
Okay. We still have quite a bit left, I think.
Yeah, if we're at 120, we're a little over 100, I think. Because you said you were 62.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we are exactly at 100, so we have 20 left.
Only you were distinguished we could get a servitor battle.
I know, right? No, you could get an Astartes Psychic Hood, too.
Yep, but I don't have the renown for it.
No. What was that cartograph?
Oh, I could do a Astartes Signum ring or Signum link.
I think that's only useful with an Astartes Signum. I could be wrong, though.
You go with teleporter, Homer.
We could. Do we anticipate we're going to need to teleport in reinforcements?
As soon as an active battle zone, probably.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take an active teleporter. I'll carry that one around.
How much is Voxcaster?
That is 10.
Yeah, I think teleport Homer is better. Unless you prefer a Voxcaster first.
No, I think... What the hell?
Sure.
It'll be fun.
We said we were 100, right?
Yeah. If I'm doing my math right, 62 plus 38. Yeah.
So that
that's
gives us
100.
with 20 more, right?
Yeah, well now 10 if we're taking the teleport Homer.
Voxcaster then will probably work well.
Okay, sure.
Because then this could reach the whole entire planet or reach the ship.
Are you asking me? Sorry?
I'm just saying, with the Voxcaster, probably go a little bit farther than normal, right?
A Voxcaster is a speaker, basically.
Now there's a thing here that says Voxcaster that could reach, what's it called? Send signals over great distances up to and including ships in orbit from a planet's surface.
You could do that, yes, with a Voxcaster.
And why not? Got a lot of points, might as well use it. Unless you have anything else you want to add.
No, that sounds fine to me. That's everything we can spend, literally.
Interesting. So... Drop Pod or Thunderhawk?
Always been doing drop pods. Why not try Thunderhawks this time?
Because Thunderhawks can be intercepted mid-flight by agile Eldar fighters.
That is fair.
All right. Drop pods it is then. You are dropped where there has been a sighting of a mass of humans. Probably a point of interest. You are to gather any useful information and see to it that there are no hostiles left in that area. It will be used as a foothold. Sorry?
I don't like standing up.
The drop pod lands. You are deployed. Along with Brother Kedrick.
Ingvar will do his customary deep smell of a planet's atmosphere on exiting the drop pod.
And Lucian's doing his Senescience test. Hey, that's a success.
I can roll it with the helmet off. That actually is still not a success.
That is 3 ranks, or 3 degrees of success for me.
All right. There is a subtle thrumming, as if someone is dragging a bow on a string. A long, continuous sound. Let me see if I can find a similar sound effect. Coming from deep within the planet, you feel it through your legs, through your feet, penetrating your power armor. No one else seems to be noticing this.
We should get to move on quickly.
Let us see if we can find any human settlement. Perhaps they've seen something, or at least had some inkling of an encounter with these Eldar.
I doubt they'll be friendly, considering it's been reported they have went feral.
Well, we'll just have to rely on our winning personalities to get them to cooperate. And yet, when Ingvar will move and start trying to look for any signs of civilization.
You do see signs of civilization. For example, these barrels throughout, spread throughout the area, they betray the presence of sentient creatures, most likely humans. And you can also sort of hear commotion, talking coming from deeper within this area.
Good.
There are
We didn't-
people up ahead.
Yes, we didn't have to look long.
Just follow my lead, brothers.
Excuse me, we are the senior... I don't actually know the right word for this. We are the senior operatives. But by all means, if you want to avail them of your charm, go right ahead, brother.
Observe and be educated, brother.
Watch, he's got like a 55 fellowship.
People of the Imperium.
Red.
Your saviors have arrived. Follow our lead and be rid of your shortcomings. Join back with the Imperium. And he will make a fellowship test. 88. That's psychic phenomena. They all turn to face him. You can see their garb. Everybody's wearing robes. They are carrying edged weapons, bladed weapons, and makeshift explosives. There is a lot of human remains scattered across the area. And these people, they do not respond verbally. They sort of growl and hiss at Brother Kedrick. And soon there is another sound to be heard in this cave. A stronger, louder growl. And you
I
see,
think you're winning them over. Keep going, brother.
you see this creature popping out of a recess in the rocks. The humans stand to the side as it slowly walks towards you. It's breathing heavily through its mouth, moving its head from side to side as if to try and smell you, as if it is sizing you up. It growls once again and takes an aggressive posture towards you. And so too do the cultists, the acolytes of the dog. And they all chant. They howl and bark balls. And we are going to roll for initiative. You can let go of your smite.
That's a D10 plus your agility modifier for initiative, right?
Correct.
Okay. That is a 9 for Ingvar.
16. Got a 10.
Oh, nice.
And let's roll for Brother Kedrick.
Here's my smite. I did not manifest.
Happens to the best of us.
A lot of guys have performance issues.
Uh-huh.
So, Lucian, your readied action is of no result. It is your turn, though.
All right.
Yeah. We are using
All right.
inches or centimeters. We're using inches for measurement.
No, that one. Inches. There we go. All right. First things first. Veil of Time. So I can get that nice reroll. That goes through. I get my rerolls and then smite this guy. And that goes through.
All right.
This was unfettered. It is 3d10s.
Is it dodged like an attack or an AoE effect?
Smite must target a single creature. However, it may affect other nearby depending on its power. Within 1 meter times power, so 3 meters of the target will be affected by the smite.
Mm-hmm. Spaceman Librarians.
Oops.
Smite. It's a little bolts of lightning. Uh, to hit the target.
13 points of damage, 3
Okay.
piercing.
The creature will attempt to dodge. It fails. How much is it?
13 points of damage, 3 piercing.
Good, good.
So Rex 1, 2, and the beat.
Uh-huh. It's still alive. It is hurt though. It is its turn now, and it will make a charge against Ingvar and Kedrick here. attempt to bite Kedrick. You can attempt to dodge its furious impact.
Yes. I just have to remember what my agility is. Okay. Nope. just out of range, but nope.
So that is 14 damage to the body. No penetration, but it's got the concussive 2 quality. And I think that's a toughness test minus 20 to be stunned. Let me make sure. Concussive.
My toughness.
Yes. It's 1 round per degree of failure.
I will go ahead and fate point re-roll that because that's a lot of rounds. That's my last fate point. Come on. Okay, that's a 6. Well, wait, is it minus 20?
Yes.
Okay, that's still just pretty sure barely a success. Let me double check. Yeah, so thank God. Whew. Okay, not stunned.
That is a bonk, but no stun. Kedrick also fails his dodge. He does take damage from that, and also not stunned. He can some damage. Good. Now for its regular bite attack. Attacks Kedrick. This is a success. He doesn't have second. No damage. Fine. And it will attack Ingvar with its claws. Crazy successfully attacked. It replaces its roll with its degrees of success against you, so that is a 17 penetration 2 to your head.
Shit, I didn't put my helmet back on. Okay.
Ouch.
This is why you wear a helmet, brother.
Let's see here. That is going to be quite a bit. So you said 17.
Yes.
Toughness 8. So that's 9 damage. Oh boy.
At least you brought the teleporter to bring Amael here to heal you eventually.
I had my voice mod on all this time. God damn it.
Yep.
Interesting.
I thought that was intentional.
Same here, actually.
You thought it was Kedrick describing the rules.
That's why you have to read the Codex Astartes, brothers.
Okay, whose turn is it next? Ingvar's turn.
Okay. So, if I remember correctly, putting your helmet back on is a half action, but tell me if I'm wrong.
Let me take a look. Combat actions.
Getting that is what's it called?
Ready a weapon
Right.
or item. Half action.
Okay, yeah. So he's gonna put his helmet on, let the machine spirits sync back up,
Mm-hmm.
and then he will use his other half to just hit this creature with one of his chain swords.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, he's not just gonna hit it. I gotta take a quick peek at something here. It might actually be all he can do, but I want to see if maybe... I think there's like a defensive type action that he can do. That's... Nope. Okay, yeah, it is just a standard attack.
Mm-hmm.
Now on the roll, that's a 97. I think that's a crit fail.
The chainsword picks up one of the skulls and jams, and you have to give it a whack on your knee to break the skull and have your chainsword working again normally. It's a fail. Interesting. Kidrick's turn. Lightning attack. Hits. Take a look at weapons. Does damage, not much, with his combat knife. And it's a full action, yeah. Okay. Now the cult of the dog. They will all swarm. Kidrick.
Yes. Swarm.
They hit once. For no damage. And the other group will run all the way up to this area here. Yeah, cannot do much. Lucian.
Alright. Smiting this guy so it can affect a lot more people without hurting my allies.
It is a +10 due to the size of the horde and +10 for the close proximity.
And you know what? I will frenzy as well. To give me another +10. 1. Yep. What happened?
Roll the damage. Hordes cannot dodge.
Let's see. Alright, so. This still on better. 1, 2, 3. That is 20 points of damage.
Okay.
And it's penetrating 3.
Mm-hmm. The horde breaks. They scatter and run. They whimper and cry. Like a dog.
Ah, for Sanguinius.
Horus is looking pretty furry today.
Yeah. What is the thing I get from being a blood angel? I get some. Page. What page?
Dog attacks. Attempting to bite Kedrick again. Fails. Attempts to scratch Lucian. Succeeds. You can attempt to dodge.
It's attacking me?
Ingvar, sorry. Dodge or parry.
Say, man, that has one. It's one long reach.
It lashes. Oh, he left. Oh no.
Yeah, I think his internet got cut off because it's also showing he's not on.
Hmm.
It didn't disconnect me, it just froze, so, okay.
Welcome back, anyway. You can attempt to dodge or parry the dog's attack.
I am parrying. For sure I am parrying. Well, oh, it's literally 1 point off. Damn it. No, I don't have any re-rolls, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's a fail.
Hey. That is 19 damage, penetration 2 to the 40 something, which is 40 something is body.
Okay. Penetration 2, 19, that's gonna mean... Yeah, 3 damage gets through.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Very nice. I mean...
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm only down to 11 wounds. I'm fine.
It is your turn.
I'm doing fine right here.
Says the guy who's not in melee combat.
Alright, fine, I'll join you in melee next turn. I'm gonna charge in.
Oh, you got a great setup for Bloodlands if it weren't for that stupid Cedric.
He really isn't the worst spot because I can't use Smite anymore because you're all too close.
Mm-hmm.
Teach these humans a lesson, brothers. Make them pay for it in blood.
It is Ingvar's turn.
Right. Swift attack on this monster thing. First attack. Nope. Second attack. Oh, Father, why have you forsaken me? Offhand attack.
That's a good
Oh
one.
my god, fine. That's 2 degrees success. Oh my god.
It goes through. Roll damage.
Okay. That could be our. Yep, that is. Okay, so 9 plus 10 plus. I think it's. How much is it for a chainsword again? Plus 3. So that is 22 points of damage. Plus. No, not plus. With penetration 4.
Ooh, that was a lot better. You spill its blood, painting the snow crimson red. It growls.
You're smaller than the Fenrisian wolves I killed when I was a teenager.
And it is Kedrick's turn with his lightning attack. 1 success. No damage. Hordes. Fail. This horde will place themselves here. That means they can attack all three of you. Fail against Ingvar. Fail against Lucian. These undisciplined feral people come at you with it's not medieval. What's the word?
Primitive?
Primitive, yes. Primitive blades, bones, and they haven't used their ritualistic flammable bottles yet. Lucian's turn.
Alright, Bloodlands time.
Sweet.
Everything within a straight line.
Oh, poor douchebag. He's gonna get hit.
Gonna do that reroll. That goes through. So
Alright.
it is 3d10. 1, 5, 8. That is 15 damage, and it is not reduced by toughness bonus, armor, and cover protects as normal.
Okay.
Heal, straight red line.
The creature is slain. They also break.
Die, Horus!
Oh, hold on.
The bloodlance cuts through the creature, boring a hole through it in a straight line. Its blood and guts spilling out. There it is.
Moist.
much, too much. But yeah, the creature is no more. Anything else?
Can't do anything else. Can only do one attack per turn, so
Mhm.
I will stay here.
Ingvar's turn.
Ingvar is going to... How much distance is between him and there? Okay, I think that's just enough space to do a charge. So he's going to try to charge into this little horde, rather, of cultists. Well, the charge will go off. I'm going to roll his pilot real quick here, just to see if I... Actually, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, I didn't succeed anyway. Crit fail.
You have
let's
to
just
turn
get
it
some
on.
extra damage. No, yes. That's for Wings of Angels. It gives you some extra damage, but it doesn't matter against a horde. Yes, and god damn it. He will do a swift attack. First hit. Again, not great. Second. The Allfather was like, you know what? You're gonna do okay in the Void battle on rerolls, but fuck you. Offhand. Hey, there we go. That is, geez, that's almost 5 degrees of success, but it is 4 degrees of success on the last hit with the chainsword.
Okay. It's that many kills, +1 for being a space marine.
So just...
And the horde is broken. And as they flee, Kedrick chases after them and crushes and guts them as they run. And shoots any who run away in the back of the head with his bolt pistol. Enter sound effect.
That's what you get for messing with me, heretics.
And continues to shoot.
Cross my arm. Save your rounds. We have more battles ahead.
He looks at you without saying anything and holsters his pistol.
Look around. There might be clues or anything else that might prove itself useful around here.
Ingvar wants to examine this totem in the center. What's it made of? Are there any clues about other settlements or things that have influenced them?
So...
I will do my aspects to scan things around. So, fairness. It's 20. Hey, that is 6 degrees of success.
Nice.
You detect a device inside the totem. For the totem's purpose or inspiration, I would require a scholastic lore test for cryptology.
Definitely don't have that.
And there
Don't
is
have
also...
that either. Don't look at me.
One of the books has the insane category for such tests, but I don't see it here. Anyway, you recognize the device to be of Xenos origin. It looks like it's made out of organic material, a hard material. It looks like bone. But it is a lot stronger and lighter than regular bones.
What is it you found there, brother? Destroy it.
Looks at Yingvar. See if he's willing to, if we should destroy it or not.
We should destroy it only after determining what it is and if it can be useful for our mission here. We're supposed to locate any hostile Xenos. If it is their technology in there, maybe it can lead us to them. Then we destroy it.
You think the Xenos artifact will be of any use to us? Why do you believe that, brothers? Have you no faith in your own abilities?
It's called making it easier on us than making it harder. Remember, we are on a time crunch.
As you say, brother. Go ahead then. Do your witch tricks.
In a private box with the Yingvar. Gonna say, where is it? What was his name again?
Kederick?
No. In a private box with just Yingvar, I'm just gonna say, I miss Verlis.
Hmm.
I have a feeling no one the watch captain partners us with will ever be able to match his usefulness. And this one certainly won't be able to match his skill in conversation.
Anyways, let's get a move on.
Ingvar will go and... He's not going to actively try to break the totem, but if he has to get the device out, he will.
You can climb and dislodge it from its place here in the top skull here.
I'll do you one better. I'll use my jump pack to get up there.
You can also do so.
Don't forget to turn it on.
It's been on the whole time. And apparently our goofy brother added a bullhorn to my jump pack.
It was the same guy who wrote funny grenades on the crate.
Exactly. Exactly.
Gotta find that guy.
Oh man. It's gonna be interesting. You climb up. It is sturdy enough to hold your weight without the fear of it collapsing. A lot of patience, a lot of, I wouldn't say skill, I would say devotion has been poured into the construction of this totem. It is these people's magnum opus.
After he takes the device out, Ingvar will, considering the amount of heretical faith that these people who just attacked him, mind you, put into this, he'll think a moment, and he'll kick the top skull really hard as he launches off, just to see if that'll break the whole thing down.
The main shaft collapses. It falls down. The rest of it still remains. Let me try something else.
You know what? Yeah, Ingvar will take just a couple minutes of time to just smash the totem completely at this juncture. He'll jump high into the air with his jump jet and land on it. He'll punch it. He'll just rip it apart.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You do so successfully.
Well done, brother.
Never question my devotion to the Allfather ever again.
We have to honor him with our every action. Never shall we doubt him.
And victory is the ultimate act of his worship. Never forget that. Now, what the hell is this thing?
It gives off a irritating frequency, sort of like a signal of sorts. As you're holding it, you see eyes looking at you through crevices and cracks in the walls. It is cultists.
I blast them.
We're being watched.
Yeah, that goes through. I smite them.
You kill one of them. The others come out of their hiding spots. not charging or rushing at you. They look upon you with awe, with a mix of terror and admiration.
It's probably the best time to use the elucidator.
I think so. Ingvar will speak into the elucidator and ask them, who gave you these? And then he'll hold the elucidator up for them to speak into. And this would be a good time to look up what elucidator exactly does. I think it literally is just like an auto-translator, but...
It is if it has a basic of low gothic. Truly, if it's truly alien, we have to make a logic test.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay.
Their language has enough remnants of low Gothic that you can understand them. I hope you can hear me through my gas mask.
Space.
Nope. Couldn't make a word of that.
Alright. The men from the void, the blessed ones, the fair ones, they gave it to us.
Where are they?
They have taken many of us, the most worthy, to help them ascend, to make them part of their tribe. And those who were unworthy and could not understand the message, they eliminated. Make a scrutiny test. +10.
That is a success.
Mm-hmm.
It is also a success.
Ooh, that's a good success.
By these individuals' sayings, you can understand the Void Men are Eldar, most likely Dark Eldar, and they have abducted these people for either slaves or any other use the Drukhari might have for people, and they have misled these people to believe a fairy tale, a lie. This device, as it makes this audible shrieking sound to you, it must have a similar effect to those people, and they consider this sound to be some sort of signal, some sort of calling, and not knowing better, they have started to worship it, and they had constructed this totem to keep it. And it must have functioned something like a dog whistle for this creature, which these people believed to be some sort of listener or ascended creature or chosen one, because it was reacting to the artifact, and they worshipped it as well. They worshipped it as divine. And he wants to know if you are one of the Ascended, one of the people that the men of the Void have been taking, and now you have returned to, for whatever reason. You can hear Kedric's bolter pistol being unholstered and the hammer cocking back, preparing for a shot.
Ingvar will restrain his arm physically.
Make an agility test.
Sure thing.
Does Deathwatch have a sleight of hand skill test?
Yes, it does. But regardless, that is a 99 on my roll. So
You push his hand and he shoots even faster than he would have.
miscalculated.
Whoops.
God, my rolls.
Thank you for the assist, brother.
Don't mention it.
The man collapses with his head exploded. The other two flinch, but they do not retreat. They do not react in any manner. They still look at you with awe, with wonder, expecting still an answer to their question. Have you returned to show us the way?
Yes, we have come to show you the Emperor's way. Not these heathenics or heretical way.
They kneel and start saying, well, sort of some sort of prayer to this emperor you mentioned. They ask for his message to come onto them from the void. They wish to go to traverse the void and be with him, so that may more directly receive his message, so that they will be able to follow him, walk in his footsteps. And other such things.
If you wish to know the Allfather, then you must dedicate yourself to him in every action that you do. Every prayer is to be spoken in his name. Every deed that you do is for him, and he looks disfavorably upon, and Ingvar waves at the wreckage of the totem. Such idolatry. He has no love for these men of the void. They have deceived you. But you may yet redeem yourself by showing us where and how they come to you.
They answer giving you information about a still somewhat functioning Mechanicus facility. It still has power. Its doors and some of its cogitators and other systems are functioning. Of course, they describe it very differently. They describe it through the eyes of someone who has no idea of what technology is, even more so than a regular human in 40k that, for example, recognizes what a servitor is. And they say a ship lands there. They take the chosen ones down to the core of the earth to forge them new bodies, and then they take them back up and off the planet. And they give you the location of it, of course.
Yes, that was going to be my next question.
For them, this place is sacred and has very deep religious meanings. And they do not go there for any other reason. It's only when they see the how they call it. The vessel the men of the void ride upon. When they hear it soar through the air, when they see it, they all flock to that place and pray and beg to be chosen. Of course, the men of the void make their own selections. They rarely respond to either compliments or any other form of flattery or bribery. And they do dish out punishments to any who might resist the selection.
Then today it is our turn to punish them. You have aided the Emperor into his goals this day. Spend your time here contemplating the role you will now have in his service. These men of the void have lied to you, for there is only the truth of the Allfather, only the truth of the Imperium of mankind.
They begin to pray in their own way to the Emperor, to the Allfather, as you've said, praying that they may hear his message.
Come, brothers. We have some Eldar to slaughter.
Are you fit for it, though? You took quite a beating in that last battle.
I was unlucky. I will not be so unlucky next time. And
Very
I
well.
intend to keep my helmet on.
Smirks. So you can't see inside the mask.
No, of course not.
Yes, that would have been very smart. Let us go.
Alright. And heading towards the foot of the god, as they call it. A very distinctly mechanicus structure. Let me see. After all, why not? Why shouldn't I reuse another map? All right. You arrive. Whoop. We lost him.
Oh, did we?
Someone got kicked out of the simulator.
I'm still here.
That's probably me. Yeah, because my simulator's frozen.
Hmm.
Well, I will restart it. You go ahead and describe what happens.
Right. You see thousands of people gathered around this structure, all striving to go to the center of it, for whatever reason that might be. And you also see dark Eldar hovercrafts flying overhead. And they are scrutinizing the population, making sure to pick out the best of the best. And whoever is finally selected, they are gathered all in a specific location around the crane here. One sec. To be transported deeper into the facility.
I believe we have found our nest, brothers.
Dude.
Just taking a look at the various loadouts. That's a good one. Alright.
These despicable Xenos What are they doing to these people? They're not chosen for ascension. They are chosen for butchering, for slaughter, like cattle. I don't care for these people, for these men of this planet. Xenos has to die. Regardless.
At least we can agree on the last part. We should discover what is in the depths of this facility. The Eldar are many things, but frivolous in their actions is not one of them. There's a purpose to what they're doing here, and it likely has to do with their dark machinations. We should do everything we can to discover it. Right before we blast their plan into the void.
Hmm. Make an awareness test.
Will do.
You can take your helmet
the
off.
aspects?
Yes.
Not sure where my dice went.
It's somewhere here.
Success.
There is a set of orange ones here.
Thank you.
Let's see here. That would be 4. That is 3 degrees of success.
Mm-hmm.
That is a success. I'm gonna be daring and re-roll it because just to see if I can get higher, and I didn't. Okay, so fail. Oh well, you succeeded, so somebody got it.
Kedrick also saw, and I'm going to give you the info through him, regardless of who was successful. It's going to be funnier.
There it is, brothers. This individual, he seems to be pulling the strings, or whatever that is. He's the one overlooking the whole operation. He's guiding the Xenos around. He's the one to give the final say who gets to be ascendant and who is not. This is who I have to kill.
Give me a moment. Let's see if I can take him out in one blow. Gonna invocate. Invocation. Get plus 10. I get it, so. Sight reading is now 4. Better prepare yourself for this.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of my way, Cedric. You're in my way.
He will get out of your way, but will he climb up or move to the side?
Do I have eyesight on the Archon?
Wait. You can see him, yes. If you drop down to your level... Kedrick, if he stands there, he's not even in the way.
I just don't want him getting in my way of my bloodlands.
Mhm.
Are we still using centimeters or inches for this one?
Um, it's not really to scale. What's the maximum range of your lance?
Maximum scale of my lance. It is right now 70 meters. If I'm pushing.
No, he's further than that. Further away than that. And it's also getting a bit late. Now, the important thing is do you go for the Archon, or will you be searching through the facility first?
I have the things ready just in case if you want to go for the Archon.
I definitely think we should go for the Archon.
Because then we can start checking stuff afterwards.
Yeah. And that can, that could be the fight for our next session, because, yeah, you're right, it is getting late.
Alright. Then,
I wouldn't mind having my fate points back.
then this will be it for today's session. We'll leave it off here in the midst of the Dark Eldar buddies here. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll be seeing you on the next one.